with my wife Pradnya. My name is Mitesh Subhash Adhe. We stayed Koper Khairne, section 16, and for the pregnancy for the first 6 months we were consulting to Dr. Deepika Singh and Ms. Manisha Chauhan at Tej Vedant Hospital in Koper Khairne. So it is nearby to our home and we were doing quite well, and she was also doing quite well. She was healthy and baby was doing well and all that. But unfortunately, suddenly after 6 months, in the first week of 7th month, a day in the morning, she had some complications for which we had to immediately admit her to Tej Vedant, and all doctors were there and they started all the procedures and medication and everything. But suddenly in the afternoon, after about 6 hours of admission, they said, unfortunately, because of the labor pain, we'll have to get the baby out and get the baby delivered. But in that hospital, there was no NICU. So the hospital staff, they suggested a couple of hospitals in Vashi and Koper Khairne where NICU facility is there. Since Cloudnine is closer by, and we had one reference, one of our friend had delivered a baby 3-4 years ago here. So we decided to come here. We called the ambulance and we suddenly rushed in the afternoon to Cloudnine Vashi, and we were all panicked because we were not prepared for this, and we heard few stories that there were preterm babies delivered in our families, friends, relatives, but we never went into details, and it was never very ऐसा कोई नहीं था जो बहुत नज़दीक में था और जिसका पूरा स्टोरी हमने सुना था. So we were not knowing all the details, and जब वो खुद पे बीतती है तो और ज़्यादा डर लगता है. दूसरों का सुनने में ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं, लेकिन my baby or my wife, so that is a very painful experience. But somehow people here at Cloudnine, they guided quite well. So we met Sakshi, I guess, at the reception at the admission time, and there was Praveen and all other people for Geo, and all of them were quite cordial in terms of accepting us here and guiding us through the procedure. So from afternoon about 4 o'clock till evening 7, again it went quite well. But 7 o'clock, when we had one more sonography, and then they said ki no, now we'll have to get the baby out. And then they called Dr. Deepika and Mr. Piyush Jain and some I don't remember the name of the anesthesiologist, but all of them came. And when they were going inside, when my wife they took inside the OT, Mr. Piyush Jain did explain everything quite in detail and calmly, with all the complications as well as good effects, side effects, and all the possibilities. So we were all tense outside for both, obviously, for my wife and for the baby inside. But with the grace of God and with the help of doctors and their experience, and the baby came out quite well, and wife also came out. But since it was a preterm baby and just 28 weeks, 6 months, so the baby immediately had to be shifted to an ICU on ventilator, and my wife came out after 4 hours into a normal ward. After that, about 3, 4, 5 days, she was there in the ward, and she also developed quite well. People helped her in terms of lactation, in terms of her diet, in terms of walking and everything. So that also went quite well. There were no hassles. All staff, including the nurses, the housekeeping, the admin, and the GRE, everybody was quite helpful. Doctors were on time and explanatory enough, and they also explained cleared our doubts to our satisfaction. So after about 4-5 days, she got discharged and we went home. But then after that, we started, they advised us for the KMC, Kangaroo Mother Care, and then we started coming in here in the morning till evening for the couple of sessions of KMC with the kid. And so that also went quite well. We used to stay at either a sharing room or a single room, whichever was available, and everybody was friendly. They guided us, especially the NICU people. They were also very helpful as well as caring. We could understand that by the way they talk, by the way they explain things. I don't remember all of the names, but I guess Dr. Sunny, Dr. Nikhil, not Nikhil, Tanmay, I don't know. Okay, I don't remember his name, but those were the junior doctors, I guess, there. And senior nurse there, I guess Shaila from Kerala, and a few other nurses also. Then here in the nurse station, there are many nurses, but I guess I remember a few names. Sanju, then Bharti was quite helpful in terms of explaining the feeding process for the baby. Then I guess the housekeeping staff, Nilesh, Vittal, they were quite helpful, quite careful, caring in terms of asking the status of the baby every time. Then I remember many names, but I'm not able to get that out right now. So right now, today is the 40th day for us and for our baby here, and we actually carefully, both of us, thought about the name of the baby also when we were here, and we decided to name him. He's a son, so Dwij, and the meaning is actually a person who is born twice. So I mean, I don't know if it is appropriate or not, but see, God gave us our child, and then since he was preterm, the doctors, staff, and nurses, and everybody here at Cloudnine gave us our baby. I mean, when he actually came out of the NICU, it was the second birth for him. So that's the reason, the meaning of the name Dwij. So he's doing well quite. He was 720 grams in NICU. Now he is about 1460 grams, so almost more than double. We hope that he recovers well, and now it will be a continuous association with Cloudnine. We'll have to come for follow-ups, for vaccination, everything. We are relieved now, but till the time he comes about 2.5-3 kgs and he starts everything on his own, and the doctor declares him healthy, that day will be the one where he will be more happy. The only problem where we were all tensed throughout this NICU period of 36 days was when he was diagnosed with the PDA, patent ductus arteritis. There is some breach here at the heart when two arteries are going on. So that is still there, unfortunately. It was about 3 mm, and with the medication, doctors could bring it down to about 1.9 mm. It's not going, but there were many positive signs. It being there also, there are many positive signs because weight gain and the feeding and all the other things. So they have postponed it at the moment. We'll be consulting them regularly. So it might happen in between 4 to 6 months, or even if suppose the baby is doing well, they can even postpone it. And then if suppose that 1.9 mm gets out naturally, then baby won't need the surgery. So that is the best case scenario. We also hope for the same. That was about our journey in association with Cloudnine since last 40 days. We never thought we would be meeting all these people and taking their help and getting associated with them. But होनी को कौन टाल सकता है, और जो लिखा है वही होगा. So I guess we were destined to be in contact with all these people, and we were actually supposed to take their help. So we are very thankful, and we are very happy at the moment. We'll be more happy when the baby does well in future. So hope for the best. Thank you so much, everyone.